Hey yo, check this out. The Canadian Army has 4 divisions. Division 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 3rd division is responsible for all Army located in the west of Canada, including Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba, and British Columbia. The division is broken up into 5 major groups. These groups are called brigade groups. And one of these brigade groups is called the 39th Brigade Group, and it is located in Vancouver. On June 29, 2025, this year, I was pulling into the parking lot of Dairy Queens. As I was coming into the parking lot, an individual quickly comes out of Dairy Queen, signals to 2 individuals that are in a parking lot. All the 3 then get into a car. The one that made the signal gets into a separate car, and the other 2 that he made it to get into a separate car. It was strange. It happened very quickly. As soon as I'm pulling in, the man comes out. He makes his funky signal. And then these 2 folks, they jump into the ride and they speed out. Now, that wouldn't be a problem for me. Why should it be? It's just people getting in their car and bouncing. But there's a context. And the context is I'm a targeted individual. Targeted individual. Targeted individual. I am being gang-stalked. All right? I am a target of criminal harassment. And there are very few people or groups that have the knowledge, skill, time, resources in order to criminally harass me. So within this context, I have thought about what could these groups be? Who have these types of skills? Private investigators, police, and the army. Now, I know a few things about the police to think, this will be too political for the police. Do you know what I mean? Like, gang stalking, an operation of like 2 years by the police. Police is too connected to the public service. Too much scrutiny on police for them to be so open in the public with gang stalking. Do you know what I mean? Because these gang stalkers are not hiding. They're doing it very publicly. And the police, it works very hard to have good public relations. I'm not saying there ain't crooked cops out there. Of course there are. But the level of a gang stalking operation cannot be close to an organization that generally comes under the scrutiny of the public regularly. Private investigators, of course, it could be them too. However, based on things that I've seen, such as these 3 individuals getting in a car and dashing away, here's my other theory, that the military, the local military, the 39th Brigade Group, is responsible for the criminal harassment / gang stalking / psychological operation / mind war that I'm the victim of. Why do I say that? Because one of the fellas who was made a signal to had a military garb on and some stripes on the patch they have on their collar. From what I could see, he's a big shot. He doesn't seem like somebody who just started in this. All right. And then, last year, in the summer, I'm coming out of U-Haul, right? Southeast Marine Drive. It's around 9 p.m. As soon as I come out of U-Haul and I get on Southeast Marine Drive, I see a 6 feet tall military man, bald head, walking like he's on a mission, but looking and staring at me. And he's got one of those smiles, one of those mischievous smiles but also one of those like, how the are you not dead yet? How the are you not incarcerated? How the hell are you not, like, I don't know, in a mental facility? How are you not broken? How have you not given up yet? So that's how he looks. So he's looking at me. He's mischievous, but at the same time, he's kind of impressed. He's kind of impressed that I'm still around. And then I started doing some digging. At first, I didn't really put the two together, like my experience in the military, because I was under the impression that the military only does foreign missions. It only goes abroad. But lo and behold, guess what? Well, maybe some of y'all knew, but I didn't. They also do local things. Not only do they do local things, but there's also a police within the military. They are called military police, and they're under a marshal. I was like, damn, it's getting interesting now. And then guess what? I look on the Canadian Army website and I see that one of their branches, one of their expertise is called psychological operations. Ow! Ow! I was like, say what? Y'all know what PSYOP is? Y'all know what a PSYOP is, right? A psychological operation. Oh man. Everything that I'm going through falls under these two umbrellas: mind war and psychological operation. And these folks over here, yep, are experts in it. Now, I have a question for the military. If the military is involved in an operation that could have taken my life, if the military is involved in an operation that successfully sabotaged my life, well, there are very few roles in society that is held to such esteem as the military, because of course of the sacrifices you do and that you have done. As a result of that, there is no other role like the military that, if misused, we the people will feel exceptionally betrayed. And therefore, it reasons to conclude that if military played a role in this gang stalking, then the law should be just as severe as the esteem we give you and the sense of betrayal, deep betrayal, to make us feel. Now, let me know